That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again? Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over.
Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you?
Yeah, come on, Traveler. We've already made all the preparations. And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nod-Kari. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Shaska, Ian-san, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself.
You're invited too, Anufa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party time!
Spit it out, then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected. About time I met this variable in person.
You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Nod-Kari. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? That actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anufa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking...
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean, that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to...
Oh, what?
Paimon, Traveler, welcome to Nod-Kari.
That must be Nasha Town up ahead!
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most Sounds
like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties! Huh? Is something up?
Paimon, this is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in
Huh? Are you sure?
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land.
Are you referring to...
Kuva, what now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Nod-Kari. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might act...
Nod-Kari is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline. Negative. Description.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Let's just do what we've always done and keep searching as we
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Nod-Kari, sure.
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. Well, as the best guide in the whole of Teyvat, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare, Nod-Kari...
Treasure buried. Time.
It just occurred to Paimon. If we were looking to put out a missing spaceship...
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road and you'll reach it.
Huh? What in Teyvat is that? Looks kinda like a sealy, floating around in the air like that.
That is a kuhanki, a species unique to the land of Nod-Kari.
A kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the kuhanki...
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Although Nod-Kari lies on Snezhnaya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
Wow! So the
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of...
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her.
Is this?
Are there any particular recalibrating route if we keep following the current path?
Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon...
Full throttle!
rises. You even want this? Squall and fury. Upon the gale. Ah! Huh, too slow.
Wow!
Which aspects in
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nod-Kari as an adventurer's paradise.
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace, and not tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nod-Kari. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory.
What happened?
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nod-Kari. Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae nowadays, the paradise people speak of.
And
Today, no official authority governs Nod-Kari. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be. The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's center.
hey, what's that building over there? You know,
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches but according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning.
the wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seen. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen,
You're saying
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistic, but the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until...
when you put it like that.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive. Anyway, according to my schedule,
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Varka waiting. Well, you're right about that.
Behold! Squall and fury. You even want this?
Rev the engines! regions. The wind rises. Fearless.
Wow! This place is buzzing with activity! Oh, hey! There's a notice board up. Huh. Isn't this the Adventurers Guild? Why isn't anyone here? Does that mean that Catherine and Nod-Kari actually gets to clock out? Anyway, let's come back later.
Full throttle!
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to...
No matches, I identify.
Huh. So he isn't here after... Hey, why don't we go ask the owner?
Huh? Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Ineffa.
Hello there, Demyan.
You know each other?
Of course! Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of...
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and...
Aww.
Actually it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Ineffa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more... worry that she... I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natlan, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon, yes?
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising how.
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinyarvi. That's quite far from here.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nod-Kari. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway,
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
whoa! It's so generous of him! We might not have met.
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Ineffa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
Oh. So you no longer
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on. Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and... But is this really the flagship's best room? You mean it's got some... Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time someone mentions it. Oh!
Please, there's no need to apologize. If any...
Wait a sec. Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me Flintz.
Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure.
Ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past.
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon?
What a rare honor it is to meet such
Are you here for travel too?
if only I had the time.
Oh, so you...
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nod-Kari, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My
burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even be... But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll...
Oh, so it's all about...
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long...
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing...
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living. Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Forgive me.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. Then allow me to
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo. Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, his lantern... no? Huh. Guess you've always... Hey! Don't you start... to the flagship feels like...
Please.
Huh? What's going on over there? Wait! Quick! Let's grab some too!
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Huh?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing if you're
The birds in the...
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon's Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by.
Happy to oblige! Paimon's name is Paimon.
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking...
The finest you found? Wow!
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon... As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon's Scions revere and worship the Moon Goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining... And now, with tides of haughty fatuis...
Huh. Look who it is again. Those are...
That's right! 2 servings each! We're stuck.
Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred...
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon...
You hear that? No,
But, my lady, they...
Please, you two, accept this meal.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to...
you! Hey, look who... Whatever. Just... Huh? Where's the meat?
Ever since they came to Nod-Kari with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau...
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we've...
I see. Then, on behalf of... Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help. Just as the birds and beasts put it, you will always be welcome. May we meet again in the moon.
These are... Looks like Inefa isn't done with her. Good idea! Wouldn't want to let the Kuhenki down, after all. Let's see... This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but... This is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. This is the Vesnitsi Prolecha greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of And this is the Rossum workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa! Take a look at that! You can see that way's north, and that looks like something built by the Fatui? And then over there to the west, that... So, what'd you think? Even if Inefa kinda stole her limelight, hey, come on! Would it kill you to compliment Paimon? Huh? Look! There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Where? Which one are you... Anyway, where we go...
Behold!
Please, here you go. And if you ever... Oh dear. Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients! And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage. Come. How could you just sneak into Nod-Kari like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that—
Thank the Archons we didn't tell you.
Oh, come now! You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business.
Well, regardless of whether that's true or not, the main issue—
A clever merchant always has a backup plan, or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrows. A merchant would— Since you're both here in Nod-Kari, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Whatever you're—
We literally just arrived! Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends?
My, your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. In that case, I know just the thing. You must be on the hunt for something like this?
What's that?
Your information, of course. Information about Nod-Kari, locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind. I knew it! I just knew—
Wow.
What do you mean by uncharacteristically? The moment I set up shop in Nod-Kari, it struck me how many different factions there were. All things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters, the greater the potential profit.
Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora.
Oh, really? But surely, in that case, what would you like to know about? Everyone knows they're here for the ancient moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they pulled them down in Nod-Kari of all places. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of the— what now? Don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me? Oh, they're an organization. But seriously, of the Frost Moon Scions? You mean the people who believe— Still, things between them and the Fatui— listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there. No matter how much trouble you're—
The Curatorium of Secrets?
Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood, Lord Sangama Bay.
You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting—
When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp? And after I gave them all that what do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallet.
You're really not convincing anyone, you know.
All right. Business is— But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nod-Kari, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors.
Seriously?
Fine, if you don't believe me, but when you realize what I'm saying—
Lucky us! The line seems to be Hey, Catherine! Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world. Even when—
But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person?
A creator might forgive ignorance, but look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
A harbinger?
I told you already, I'm not Catherine. Just how obsessed are you with my machines? Today's encounter is merely a You interfered with my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was not. But we are in Nod-Kari now. And as such, I strongly advise.
Oh, please. You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod-Kari lacks a ruler at present.
Yeah, right. More like shady experiments, judging by your massive...
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. And, being the refined young lady that I... Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to Nod-Kari, Dominion of the Fatui.
Ugh! Paimon's so mad right now! How can anyone so obviously evil be so annoyingly... But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in... Hey! The real Catherine's back!
Ad Astra Abyssosque. How may I help?
Oh, you're so much...
Hello.
Did you manage to get everything I know?
I did. What about you? Do you...
Not for now. We've seen most of it already.
Any progress with the space?
No. Catherine came back.
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available... Understood. In that case. After all, she was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all. If there really are any unusual parts floating around Nod-Kari,